Ladies and gentlemen, that's Genuine. And he's going to talk about some better days in my background. I'm going to turn him down just a little bit because I just want to. Lord, I'm sick and tired of. Lord, I'm sick and tired of trying my best. All right, ladies and ladies and gents. I got a lot of people sitting up here complaining. I can't hear you. The volume is just too low. Could you please get a little elevation on the volume? Because if you get a little elevation on the volume, then I can turn down my hearing aid and I won't be getting all the feedback. Please, just please. And that's what I'm getting. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm using new software, using new equipment that I've never used to record videos before. Ever! But however, I did a video and it records it in a smaller format. And because it records in a smaller format, because I'm off grid, then I can upload it without having to wait till the weekend when I go into town, 160 miles round trip, to upload it at a Starbucks where there's people talking in the background and the cars driving by and the microphones and the people ordering drinks and now. Okay? So that's why you were having a hard time hearing some of the videos. The headset I have, I couldn't hear the noise you all were hearing. And by the way, the last video I did, people said they were having a hard time hearing it. Look, ladies and gentlemen, that video, there was no background noise. There was no music in the background. There was no... See, there was no Genuine in the background. There was no better days going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I use a headset to record the videos, I don't use a microphone like, these other YouTubers have the headset with the microphone hanging out. No, this is a very unique headset. I even use this when I'm talking to people on a cell phone because they're not the most comfortable, but they're the most pleasant to hear and listen to because they're not even big, but when you're listening to it, it sounds like everything's right there in front of you, around my way. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we got some things to talk about. Let's see if I can get you guys a different picture because y'all deserve a different picture. Now, see, there is something playing in the background. I don't want him to play. What's his name? Brandon Lee. And, oh, because the video is playing. Okay, that's the problem. I can't switch because it's an overlay. And so I can't switch what I need to switch. Oh well, let's see. Gotta make sure this is still recording. It's still recording, y'all. Alright. So while my music is playing in the background, we just gonna keep this picture. Okay? Sparkle! Y'all know Sparkle, don't y'all? Like I said, it's in my background, not yours, so you guys can barely hear it, and that's the way it's gonna be for the moment. Okay, until I get my Bluetooth speaker tomorrow. Then y'all just gonna have to deal with it, you know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, for the last 3 minutes I've been talking about nothing. Why? Because I'm sitting up here with this afternoon breeze that we get every single day. Literally, every single day there is an afternoon breeze. And not only is there an afternoon breeze, there's a morning breeze, and then there's an evening breeze. And it's not one of those hot desert air breeze. This is one of those coming from the ocean breezes. So I can't explain it to you, but I was in heaven. And so those of you who were wondering and worried and concerned about me, please understand it isn't the best life yet because I have a lot of things to do. I have to set up the security cameras. Yes, I got security cameras. They're sitting right next to me. I have to set up the solar panels. I think I know how I'm going to do the solar panels. Okay, the solar panels will be here next week. And I already have the battery for the solar panels. So everything is going like clockwork. there was this issue with the septic tank. Now, septic tanks are expensive, but because the donations dried up, I didn't have enough to get the septic tanks. That would have left me on E, and I mean really on E. So I had to put that off. But no, 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 no. Hold on. There is a whole lot of information on septic tanks. And look, I'm not gonna, because some of you guys are eating breakfast and dinner, and I don't want to talk about that right now. But no, there are some chemicals that literally turns that into biodegradable product that can be literally used as fertilizer. Or there are other chemicals that will turn it into dust. That's right. So I have stocked up on those chemicals. They're not that expensive, but I've gotten $200 worth of it because it will never be a problem ever again. All right. So that now that we got that out of the way, let me go ahead. Hey, Sparkle, I need you guys to hold on because I gotta tell these people about something. Ladies and gentlemen, all of you want to know how to get a new car, how to get a new house, how to get access to your securities. Now, getting access to each of the ones I just mentioned isn't very hard. There's only one, pay attention, one problem. That's not the point. That's not the issue. It's how do you get access? No, it's how do we get access? The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one. So I got people asking me the singular question. And I had one person in YouTube make a comment. Has it worked? Has anybody seen this work? Okay, let me let you know about that question that's asked all the time. Not just by that person, no. That question is asked all of the time. You see, those are the people who don't want to do the work because they are so sick and tired of trying stuff and it never working for them. They're tired of trying stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not asking anybody to try nothing. People say, well, the calculator, you know that calculator? Let's see if it's going to let me. It's not going to let me do my Tupac, so let's go here. Yeah, it's got the overlay, and so the overlay is not going to let me see. Let's see. Okay, the overlay is gone. Overlay is gone. Overlay is gone. I had to get rid of the overlay, and now that I got rid of the overlay, we're going to change the background to a little something different, something. Yeah, that ain't a picture. I want a picture. And we ain't going to do photos because that's a bad thing. We're gonna do a picture. This is not a great picture, but it's a picture nonetheless, and that's what we're going to do. All right? So we got it, and it's set as a wallpaper, and that's our wallpaper for now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's do the TDA. Let's go to Treasury Direct, and let's deal with the account. Now, this account deals with securities. Oh, this was Tupac. Now, I can't show you, but the song is Untouchables, and it's the beginning of the song. Well, he said, you mother, kill me. Well, that's how I feel every time I'm sitting up here checking out comments under YouTube, for the most part, from some of the intelligent people. You know the intelligent people I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, our first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look for something. TREASURY. Treasury Direct. There it is. There's them go. And my little brother used to say that all the time when he was a kid. There's them go when he was pointing out someone. Very, 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 very interesting. Now, I don't want to deal with the calculate the value of your bond. Now look, I went right to it, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because since the video was done, there's been a lot of people going here. People say, well, we've known about that since 2013. I know. You've known about it since 2013. And I know that you were told that this is not valid, that the information is just generalized information. It don't amount to anything. So this will probably be one of the last videos I do on this to explain to all of you, including the ignorant people over there in the background. Ladies and gentlemen, Treasury Direct would not put something up here that's just for sampling. Remember, I told you that you had to sign into your account. According to their rules, you had to sign into the account. Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at this site. Do you see, this is the top portion. Do you see any place to sign in? It says you are an individual, and it's speaking about me. I'm the you. Now, it says my accounts. So let's see if we can sign in. Hold on. Y'all just hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, open up yourself a Treasury Direct account so you can find out what bonds are in your name and how much their value is so that you can use the calculator and pull up the correct information. I apologize. I thought it was self-evident that I've been preaching for the last 3 years that you have to follow their practices, procedures, and policies. I know I've been yelling it and screaming. I said last 3 years. Since 2015. I apologize. I told you I've been testing the system. And every single thing I have tested. I am not no corporation. I have been tested. I'm not the all capital name. I've been tested. I'm here under special appearance and not general appearance. I tested all of that junk out. Listen to what I said. Junk. I tested it all out. Yes, I sacrificed my time, my safety, and my sanity so that the rest of you wouldn't have to go through that. When I say I tested it, trust me, I tested it. I told you that because I tested it so much, they sent me to see a psychiatrist 7 times. 7. But as I told you, I already anticipated they would do something stupid like that. Ladies and gentlemen, just because you say something doesn't mean you're crazy. So the very mere fact they operate on a presumption that because a person has said something under his right to speak, and that he said something that somebody didn't agree with under his right to speak, that he must be crazy. That's another issue we're going to take care of later. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, open up yourself a Treasury Direct account. You have the right to do that. The Treasury, just leave all that junk out of it, people. Leave all of that affidavit of truth. I don't know why I keep seeing this junk called an affidavit of truth. There's no such thing as an affidavit of truth. An affidavit is supposed to be based on the truth, first-hand information. So it's the truth without you saying it's the truth. So why would you call something the truth the truth? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing? There's only one truth, the whole truth. The reason why they say the whole truth and nothing but the truth is because lawyers play on truths. They give what's known as half-truths. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a half-truth is an oxymoron because it is not true. If it's half true, that means it's not true. If only part of it were not true, that means it's a lie. Okay, if even 1 ounce of it is not true, it means it's a lie. Doesn't matter if the 99% is true. Ladies and gentlemen, if I gave you a cup of water to drink on a very hot summer day and you've been parched, that's right, I said parched, and ain't had access to no water, and you sat up there and said, please, give me some water because I'm thirsty, and I say, all right, I got this cool way, let me drop some ice cubes in there for you because I know you need some cool refreshment. And here's some ice cubes, and if you need some more, just you ask me and I'll get it to you. Wait, hold on now. I know you're in a rush, but I don't want you to be in that type of rush. Hold on 1 second. I want to put 1 drop of poison in your water. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Okay, there you go. There's your water now. Drink up, all right? Enjoy your water. What you mean? Oh, no, I only put 1 drop. That's a full 16-ounce glass of water. That's just 1 drop of poison. What you mean it's still poison? It's only one drop. Do you understand? There's no such thing as a partial truth. There's no such thing as a half truth. There's no such thing as a 3/4 truth. There's no such thing as a half lie, a partial lie, a little lie. I just wish people would get it. So all of that affidavit of truth and motion of status and all that, somebody sent me today, and they didn't know, about this certificate of status where somebody is trying to establish what their status is. Ladies and gentlemen, based upon everything I know to this present day.
Oh, and that's a lot, huh?
No, but it's enough. Everything that I've tried, everything that I've gone over. You are considered a minor. You are considered a juvenile. You have not taken the control of your securities that you should have taken. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I was watching this show, and they were dealing with minors. They were dealing with juveniles. And in this show, they did a whole episode of talking about the person being a minor and talking about marriage and how young a person can be when they get married. You know what that show was called? It was called Designated Survivor. And it's the episode on the marriage where the Sultan or whoever it is from Saudi Arabia, the prince, showed up there with his 14-year-old wife. 14 years old. And they did a whole show talking about the rights of a minor. And the right of a minor to own property. And the right of a minor to sit up there and have a bank account. You don't believe me? Go ahead and watch it. They just did the whole Age of Majority Act all in one show. But you want to know something? I'm going to step off script.
You ain't been stepping off script all this time?
Shut up. I'm going to step off script just for a second. I said, ladies and gentlemen, Designated Survivor, season number 3. That entire season is about someone creating in their own home genetic drugs, genetic bacteria, genetic diseases, genetic viruses. Interesting. They actually focused on one virus that attacked individuals of color. Now, I'm not saying that they're planning on doing it. I'm saying they have the technology to do it. That's what you heard me. I ain't minced my words. You mince peaches, you mince onions. I'm not mincing my words. Okay? So, there is a lot of information being given to Designated Survivor. Don't leave comments into the video because this video ain't about Designated Survivor. Lord have mercy. Sorry. I'll mention something in the video and I'll even tell you I'm going off script and I'll mention that something and people want to comment on that one something and leave the substance of the video alone. Ladies and gentlemen, it may not sound like it to some of you because some of you are interesting people. But it may not sound like it to some of you, but let me let you know something. My people know how to focus on the main information. My people know how to avoid the distractions, the music being played in the background, the antics. They know how to get around all of that. They know how to go to the meat of the conversation. Like I said, these are teaching techniques. I've been doing them since I've started learning about them when I think I did my first talk in the Kingdom Hall at the age of, 7? Then I got up there and did what was known as a simple Bible reading. You see people on TV, especially Jewish actors, getting up there and 13, 5, 9-year-old getting up there and doing a Bible reading. Other churches do Bible readings. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jehovah's Witnesses, by the way, Kingdom Hall is not a church. It's not a central gathering place. The Kingdom Hall is a place where you go to learn about Jehovah's Kingdom. That's why it's called the Kingdom Hall. Lord have mercy. Where the subject of every single meeting, since they've ever had a Kingdom Hall, has been about God's kingdom. That's just in case some of you didn't understand and thought it was a church. We don't have any rituals. There are no doctrines and no statues and no praying to candles. Lord have mercy. But you heard me. I don't care if some of you get upset about that. How you gonna pray to a statue? Ain't that the reason why he destroyed so many nations in the past and why he turned his back on the Israelites because they went and worshipped statues and was building golden calves? Said enough? Okay. Sorry, that you man, like fire in my bosom it is. Alright, sorry. Again, that the information being provided to you all is being provided to you all in a format that you should be able to handle, but you can't. So let's get back to the Treasury Direct, if we may. This says open an account. So I'm going to click on open an account. Now, you got to understand, it's going to give me a warning, because we've already been through this, saying that they don't do paper bonds anymore. They only do electronic bonds. So the paper bonds are the old stuff. You know, like your social security card being on bond paper, your birth certificate being on bond paper, every dollar bill being on bond paper. Those are paper bonds, people. Well, municipal bonds are paper bonds. No, they're electronic bonds now. Go ahead and take a look. Go ahead and take a look. Even your mortgage-backed securities are electronic bonds now. That's why you see that long number for that mortgage-backed security. That's what they did. They stepped away from the paper and they went digital. Digital display. Digital display. You guys know the song? Okay. I'm not going to sing it because I think that was Ready for the World or Jesse Johnson in the review. I don't know which one it was, but I know they sang digital display. And I know digital display. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, they were going digital all the way back in the 1930s. That's what the whole March 1933 Act was. They were creating a digital economy. Remember, go back and look at the record where they're talking about the emergency script. Emergency. Remember, Federal Reserve notes were supposed to be used as advancements for one bank to another under an emergency. Those were the emergency script they were talking about. Federal Reserve bank notes was supposed to be the new currency. They didn't do Federal Reserve bank notes in the form of paper. They did Federal Reserve bank notes in the form of digital currency. Yes, there was digital things back then. Why? Because we had the telegraph, we had the telephone, we even had the television. Telegraph, people. Telegraph is a means of electronic communication. They've been wiring money for decades. Okay? Well over a century now. You guys know about wires and wiring money. They've been doing the digital currency before 1933, but they implemented digital currency in 1933. That's why in 1968, there was this very intelligent lawyer. His name was Jerome Daly. He figured it out. And when he figured it out, he's like, oh, wait, what the? And he went to court, and judge, pay attention, this judge, he was a justice of the peace judge, but he was an honest judge. His name was Mahoney. And Judge Mahoney said, you guys are creating money out of thin air. That's fraud. You can't create money out of thin air. He didn't know about March 9, 1933, y'all. He was correct according to the way the statute was written, but he didn't know that the March 9, 1933 Act overrode the statute. He didn't know that Presidential Proclamation 2039 overrode the statute, even overrode March 9, 1933. See, if it's not for the Presidential Proclamation, there is no March 9, 1933. If you don't believe me, go look at Presidential Proclamation 2038. Okay? You'll see Presidential Proclamation was the 2038, the thing that got the whole 2039 put in place in the first place. It was the predecessor of 2039. You know, I don't see a 2036. I do see, I mean, 2037. I see a 2036, but I've never seen 2037. And 2037's got to be interesting because when Roosevelt first came in office, it was 2036 was the very first proclamation he did. And that was on March 3rd. Okay, declaring a national emergency. Then on March 6th, he ordered Congress to meet together 2 days later on March 8th. And then on March 9th, 3 days later. And then on March 9th, they sat up there and passed that bill. Ladies and gentlemen, digital currency, digital bonds. That's what the Treasury is dealing with now, but they still handle paper, which is why that calculator applies. Now, is it the fact that the numbers that people put in, are those numbers all fantasy numbers? Now, it says provide personal information, your tax ID number or social security number, or EIN. Ain't that interesting? Apparently, you can use an EIN, hold on, to set up a Treasury Direct account. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to me, because I have idiots out there trying to tell you that this is all for nothing. Now, I don't know who they work for. I don't know that they got their foot shot off and they want to stop everybody else from even crossing the line. Because they crossed that line and somebody shot off their foot. They ran across that line and somebody chopped off their foot. Look, Kunta. Look, Toby. Get away. Move out of the way. Let the people on by. We done took the axe out of their hand. We done took the shovel out of their hand. We done took the rifle out of their hand. They're just standing up there handless, okay? So move out of the way so that everybody else can come on through. You can set up a Treasury Direct account with, hold on, let me see that word right there. It says, Ima Ama Inna. Ima Ama Inna. You can set up a Treasury Direct account with Ima Ama Inna. The Ima Ama Inna is the perfect way to get your Treasury Direct account set up. How many of you Sat Packers got a Ima Ama Inna? Ain't that interesting? Sorry, I apologize. Then it says your email address and your bank account and routing number. Now, bank account and routing number. It says you have to have a bank account and routing number.
I don't have a bank account.
Yes, you do. If you have a debit card, that debit card is associated with a bank. Contact your debit card carrier or go online to your online access and get information on direct deposit. And it will give you the routing number and the account number for your bank. Because every credit card under the 21st Century Bank Act, 21st Century Bank Act, says that all of those debit card issuers have to be a bank. That's why every debit card is backed by a bank with your banking information. The Treasury says after you do all that, you got one last thing. You're going to choose a password reminder. You're going to personalize your image by giving them some type of information to zero in on you. You're going to put in your wonderful caption. I don't know what that means. And then you're going to answer some security questions. Ladies and gentlemen, and that's it. That's how you set up a Treasury account. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. It's easy as ABC. That's it. It's just for rate me. Don't rate me. Don't rate me. Don't rate me. Hey. Oh, that's not how it goes. Oh, well, it was a bubblegum song. So I just figured I'd just keep repeating the same thing over and over again. It still will sound good. That's right. Oh, they could have sat up there and said ABC. ABC, 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 and the song still would have went number one. I guarantee you. They could have sat up there and said ABC the entire song, and it would have went number one. They could have said Do Re Mi, and it would have went number one. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. If you doubt me, go back and listen to the song. Because all they say throughout the whole song is ABC, 1, 2, 3, you and me, do re mi. Okay? It's a bubblegum song. It's what little kids would say. It's what little kids would make up while they smack it on their gum. Bubblegum song. That's why it was called a bubblegum song. I'm so glad you understand. I was thinking you weren't going to understand. Okay. Yes, I turned off the music because we needed to get this treasure directing together because many of you think you understand and you don't understand nothing. Why? Because you're going off of that junk everybody else was doing. The young lady who they call Miss Tootsie, Tucci. I forgot her first name, and I really did want to help her because I knew what her situation was. Look, ladies and gentlemen, everything she was doing was 100% correct. She could do that. She made one major mistake, her and her partner that she was working with. You can only get one item. You can only get one house. You can only get one car. You can only get one dog. You can only get one white picket fence. Because you can't live in two houses at one time. Now, if you want a second house, then that's a privilege. That's not a necessity. Okay? I was listening to the Kingdom Hall, and I was listening online yesterday. What I mean by online, a lot of the meetings at the Kingdom Hall are posted on YouTube. And that's for people like me who are off grid who can't connect all the time. That's for us to be able to partake of the information. However, the one I was listening to was at a particular Kingdom Hall, and the brother, we call everybody brother or sister, we do that out of respect and out of tradition within Scripture, because Paul speaks even Jesus said all of you are brothers, so we follow that tradition. But let's move on. Ladies and gentlemen, he was talking about needs. And I was wondering, I literally was saying to myself, is he going to mention about necessities? And sure enough, this man doesn't even know me. And he talked about the necessities and how people have the right to one house and one car and blah, blah, blah. Okay? Because it was common knowledge back in the 30s. You've heard of the American dream. The American dream did not exist prior to the New Deal. The American dream prior to that was an American fantasy. Okay? Because remember, there was still slavery, but there was a New Deal on the books now. A New Deal. But remember, they did that stupid passing of the 14th Amendment. That's where the states say, y'all can't come in here telling us what to do. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody who violates the so-called Constitution for the United States of America, they don't get to declare sovereignty because now they're acting in insurrection. So think of Governor Wallace, who said that he wasn't going to let them children through, denying a presidential order, saying that he had the authority. Look, Abraham Lincoln was no fool when he arrested every last one of them, all of the Supreme Court members and everything. He was no fool. He knew exactly what he was doing because he was arresting them under the Insurrection Act. Now look, hey, Donald Trump, that's where he was headed. Yep, but his advisors told him to hold off until the 3rd of January. See, he was going to do it, but he had people in his ear. He had Benedicts and Arnolds and Judases. Oh, and Judas, the Messiah, whatever that junk is, not bad. That based on a true story, not bad. And yes, I can believe that somebody would do something like that. Because I do know that in our ranks that we've had at least several individuals who were pretending to be members and weren't doing any work. Reason why they really weren't doing any work, so that when it comes down to it, they're not said to have participated in anything that they will later claim was illegal. But they can't claim anything as It's exactly what you see being reported right here on the Treasury website. And that's the whole deal. We're just doing exactly what the Treasury says. Sorry, my screen went off. And I don't know if the video kept playing or not, but I do know my screen went off. And because my screen went off, I had to put back in the code. Oh, because I'm doing the screen, I hope you guys didn't see my code. Oh God, if they saw my code, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to give you the facts. We got a lot of people saying, "Oh, you can't do that. That number doesn't mean," and they're not showing you any proof. However, if I go, let's do that. Let's go, biggity ack. Come on, we're gonna go back one more again. We just going back twice. Now, you guys saw me yesterday. Well, the other day when I put in my previously used Social Security number. Okay, so let's do this right here. We got the picture right here. We're gonna pick 10,000. Okay, now we gonna just put in any Social Security. Oh, it already has some of the numbers. These are all cases, so we don't want to put the cases. So we're gonna put Social Security in here. We're gonna go 566, and we're gonna do the dashes 45-9061, and then we're gonna go 1/2002. Now you saw me. I'm putting in that right there, and then I'm gonna go calculate. Now we're gonna do an experiment. I think therefore I is. Look at our experiment. Do y'all see that? Okay, so we got an experiment now. Let's see if this gives us the same information. Give us the same total. Now we didn't do 2002 before. We did 2003 and 2001. But let's do this. Watch this. Y'all pay attention. 566 dash me 45-9001. Okay, now we're gonna go issuance date. Let's do the 2002. Okay, so we do 12002. Now, the only problem is by me doing the same year and a Social Security number about the same time, the numbers should equal. Unless one has done more work than the other in society. And so that would change things. But what if the number doesn't exist? Hold on now. What if the number does not exist? Uh-oh. Something went wrong. I don't know what this is, because I ain't seen this before. Don't tell me. Oh, it's talking. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Whew, I hit save. Sorry. I got to hit calculate. Calculate. Now, let's look at the numbers, see if the numbers matching up now. 10,000, 2002, 621, 32, 5,000, 53888. Now, what does that prove? That proves that the bonds of that year all had the same interest rate. All were trading at the same amount. So yes, the numbers are going to equal for people born in the same year. That is not a problem. Now, I did sequential numbers. Do you notice that they were 56645? So because I did numbers like that, now let's do this one. Let's pick another number at random. We're going to pick 301 665, two numbers, dash 7658. Okay, now this is our second number, and we're going to pick the same year. We're testing something out now. 1/2002. Okay, now we're going to go over here and we're going to go calculate. Let's see if we got different numbers now. And look at that. It's the same exact number. Because it's the same exact year, of course it's supposed to be the same. Now, let's choose a different year. We're going to choose a different number. We're going to choose 603 75 4098. Okay? Don't know, I'm just picking numbers. And we're going to pick, let's pick, no, that's too close. Let's pick 4 2015. Okay? Calculate TikTok. And it should be the top number. Uh-oh, something's changed, mama. Ooh, look at that. Something changed. Uh-oh, I picked a different day. I didn't pick the same year. I picked a different number, different day, and the number changed. So the calculator is not picking random numbers. The calculator is accurate because everybody born that same year, receiving that same series of Social Security numbers, receiving that same series of bonds, would be trading at the same interest rate, would be trading with the same interest and same value. So the numbers will be equal. You pick another year, it will change. For instance, let's do that. Y'all ready? Watch this. See, we're just testing out the theory because of the intelligent people. 566. And I know they were told by somebody that it doesn't work and all that. 9061. Now, we're going to put, let's do the 15. Fall 2015. Let's see if it adds up to the same as the other number. Because we picked fall 2015. And let's see. And there you go. Same year, same bond, same set of numbers. Now, wait a minute. Let's do a court case. Let's pick the same year in a court case. Let's see if the court case adds up. This is the current case, but we're going to say it was 2015, even though it wasn't even in existence in 2015. Okay? So let's do 2015 and let's go calculate. And let's see if we get the exact same number. You see? Because all of the bonds, the EE bonds, are trading at the same amount. Now, why would all of these EE bonds, now this particular bond, I assure you, that number is incorrect. But it's just doing for that year, what the interest rates were for that year. Why? Because this does say 2019. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. That makes me want to think. Could it be that that number in 2019 is already pre-chosen? That they pre-choose these case numbers in advance? That they know what cases because they do derivatives and they hedge their bets? Could it be that when you go into court, they know how many they're going to keep and how many they're going to let go every single hearing? Could it be they know how many they're going to send to jail and how many they're going to release? Ladies and gentlemen, I saw this firsthand. I saw how many people they were releasing from prison and how many people they were bringing in. As a matter of fact, we, while in there, were doing the math. Because I would tell the people, they say that they have to release 8,000 people. But they're not releasing 8,000 people. I told them, I guarantee you they're not going to release 8,000 people. I said they're going to probably release 4,000 people, but then they're going to bring 3,000 people in. Sure enough, that's exactly what they did. And then they brought another 1,000 after that. And the population of the prison is the exact same. They were supposed to be reducing it to half as a result of COVID. They never even came close to reducing it to half. Didn't even come within 100,000 miles of reducing it to half. So yes, they're all EE series bonds. They're all traded the same year because that's why we put the date of issuance, which means they all carry the same interest rate for that year, which is why the interest rate will be the same. Take a look. The interest will be the same. Why? Because we're doing the same year, doing the same information. They say, well, this is just random information. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not random information. The interest rate is a federal interest rate. It is set nationally. Go back and look at all the bank advertisements. They'll tell you what the interest rate is nationally. So the interest rate is already set. Don't take my word for it. Go and check. I know. But these people are telling us that this calculator just does random numbers. No, it doesn't. It is following the exact same principle. See, if it was doing random numbers, then each one of these numbers would not equal. The amount would not equal. Now, what I will tell you is when we did it for the different court cases, like the one that was in 1989, that, oh God, I think I can remember that particular court case. Wasn't supposed to do that. I messed up. Wasn't supposed to do that. I did the slide motion and the keyboard was up. Let's go. Okay. Then we go over here. Then we go there. Then we go over here. We go there. Come on now. Now I said 98. Now I want you to see how much different that number is from all the other numbers. Now why is it 5952? Why isn't it 5388? Why? Why is that number different? Now, hold on. Let me make sure that you all understand that I don't mind testing out a theory. So we're going to do another court case. I don't have anything that's before that. Dagnabbit. You know what? I do have something that's before that. Watch this. 588. 10 zeros. We're going to do 10. 0. We're going to add a 0, and we're going to do the 100588. Same series of numbers for the court, but now we're going to do 1098, and we're not going to do 10 because that's 100 cases before, so we're going to do 08, okay? And calculate. And they were doing a lot of people in that state at that time. All right. Now you see the number changed. Why? Why did the number change just because I changed the case number? The only thing I changed was 2 months in the date. Go ahead. Take a look. The only thing I changed is I added a 0 to the front of the number. Now, let's make sure that that 0 didn't make a difference. Hold on. Watch this. We go this one, and then we go here, and then we go there. Okay, and then we come here, and we go there, and we go back here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the screen recorder, I just won't be going too long. Well, look at that. I added the 0 to the beginning, and it matches. Hold on, y'all don't hear me though. Hold on. Let me show y'all what it matches. I got rid of the other one where I added the 0 and changed the months, but you notice the same case matches exactly, even though I added an extra 0 before the 10. So for the people out there who are saying these numbers don't matter, they don't mean anything, they're just random numbers, again, I back up what I say. This is the Treasury website. If they were to do a novelty, then they would have to explain. There would have to be a disclaimer on this page if this calculator was for novelty purposes. But y'all don't hear me though. So please stop listening to those intelligent people who think they know what they think they know when they don't know what they think they know. Okay? Because the absence of evidence is not actually the absence of evidence. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the premise they're operating off of. They're not providing any proof. They're just providing words. I just had one guy speak as if it was 100% fact that this site is bullshit. Okay, he spoke as if he was the law. And so you can go look at the comments on the video about the TDA. You can go look at the comments and see what I responded to him. Because I literally was saying, stop speaking out the side of your neck. On this channel, next time supply proof. Don't just sit up here and open your mouth and close it and act like what you're saying is fact, as if people are supposed to believe it because you said it, and you said it using certain words. Because you wanted to be eloquent. You wanted to speak like you knew what you were talking about, and so people are supposed to believe you. Ladies and gentlemen, go back and watch every last one of my videos. Everything I talk about, I show you. I don't just open and close my mouth. But we've known about that site all this time, and nobody's ever... I don't give a about what you did. Okay? I wasn't there. Because if I was there, you would have done it right. We did do it right. I did... Shut up. That's just shut it up. It ain't gotta be Gina. Just shut it up. Okay? And go woo-saw yourself to death. Just kidding. The death part. Just kidding. No, didn't mean that. Yes, no, I didn't mean that. Shut up. I did. There you go. I meant the shut up part, but not the death part. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my day to relax because I got an arbitration I have to finish tomorrow. And a lot of paperwork I have to finish tomorrow. And we're redoing the SAP packs. Oh, do want to tell you all, ladies and gentlemen, if you go on our site and if you look at the contracts for the Infinite State, the QWR, and the Equitable Redemption contract, no, QWR, Infinite State, and the incarceration contract, you'll see that they've been redone. You see that they've been reduced by some of them by 20, some of them by 30 pages. Okay? You'll see that the language has been changed. You'll see that information has been added. So if you haven't mailed them out yet, you want to download those contracts, look at them, and you want to edit them to fit your situation. See, that's the interesting thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we can provide templates for you all day long. The government provides templates. All kind of websites provide templates for people. We can provide templates all day long. Templates don't help nobody, don't hurt nobody. However, once you input names, that becomes your contract. But you're going to have to read it. You're going to have to go over the arbitration videos so you'll learn how to stand on your square. Everybody's been coming to me, trying to get me to make the courts do what they're supposed to do. I've shown you the law. I've shown you the law. Look, let me explain to some of you, because some of you are not getting this. We have eight appeals in the court right now that have not been responded to. 8 appeals. Lord have mercy. The appeals court, one of them has been there for over 1.5 years. And the appeals court has not responded in several different jurisdictions. We have several different appeals courts that have not responded. Why? Because the argument that's being brought on appeal is a solid argument. And they're trying to figure out why, which is why they're not ordering the other side to respond. Because they're putting their heads together. Hey, now sing. Okay, that's what they're doing. I don't mind that. Look, Thomas Clark Nelson, I have a lot of respect for the young man. Never met him. I've never even seen a picture of Thomas Clark. Do not send me his picture. I'm not asking for that. Sorry, I have to do that because people will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, he made a comment. He said that they have never challenged a single one of his motions. Ladies and gentlemen, I make the same statement of fact. To this day, they have never challenged a single motion I've ever put on any record of any court. Ever. In the last 9 years, not a single challenge. Not a single, you can't do that. No, because the law says this. The law, they have not done that a single time. What they have done is pretended that I'm not there. So, look, I've already told you what happens when they pretend I don't exist. I keep hitting them across the head, like I did that judge in Arizona who kept ignoring me. Sent him 21,000 pages of nothing.
How do you know it was 21,000 pages?
Because I had the prison printed up. They had printers going day and night for 2 days. Okay? Because you know printers don't print out 1,000 pages just like that. Oh, for 2 days the printer was going. Nobody else could get nothing printed. They had to ship it to the court in a UPS truck. Oh God, that judge, oh, if you could just see the anger. Oh man. I'm sorry. I'm laughing because I don't play games with them. I tell them only once. You know, you definitely don't want to ignore me. Because when you ignore me, I take it personal. You see, that's the one thing you don't do to a black man is ignore him.
But you said you ain't black.
You better believe I said that, but I said you don't do it to a black man, so just hold on to that and don't worry about the rest of it. As long as you got something to hold on to, that's all you need to be worried about. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Just keep opening his mouth and everything. So I'm grateful to have the time to be able to explain this to you. Now, nobody can't talk about, they can't hear. It's too low, the volume, because I listen to the volume on my headset, and Sparkle's going off, y'all. We're gonna go to the next song. No, we ain't gonna. This is Anthony Hamilton, and he's talking about what Mama knew. Y'all know about Anthony, don't y'all? Yeah, he knows Mama knew, because I keep telling y'all, Mama know, Mama know. Okay. So Anthony's gonna take us on out of here, y'all. I think I done gave y'all more than enough information, like I said the other day, to keep you going for a minute. Because if you follow the rules, if you follow the policies, I can tell by the way that hey, took me to school the very next day, gave me a piece of butterscotch, sent me on my way. I know it's frightening. I can tell, but I'm sorry. Whew, that brings back some memories. Sorry, this is Anthony. Bless the soul, Mama no love. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's Anthony Hamilton. That's Mama no love. Mama knows love, y'all. Just so all of you know, so that you all get the whole spiel of what's going on. You have to do a FOIA request. You have to follow the rules. You have to ask the questions I did on that first video I did 3-4 days ago about TDA. I'm not going to repeat them. Why? Because this is for you, not for me. So go back and...
But we could barely hear what you were saying.
I'm sorry. I have a set of headphones on, so if you plug in your headsets, turn your handset or your computer on, you'll be able to hear better. Sorry, but I don't like repeating myself. I just had to repeat myself earlier today.
What'd you say you didn't like doing?
Your mama. That's what I said I didn't like doing. Now, you want to go there? Okay, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. These are the people I'm dealing with. These are the people... Well, don't worry about those... No, it's not that don't worry about those people. Sometimes people have to be put in their proper place. Because, like I said, there are people who are chiming in on my channel, and they're coming in challenging what I've said and the information I'm giving people, but they're coming in with nothing, just with words. So, yeah, I have to speak up against that stupidity. If you're going to challenge me, bring the challenge, but back it up with something. Because if you don't, I will hit you across the head and I will block you from commenting on my channel ever again. Now, oh, sorry, there is 2 more things before me and Anthony take it on out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a young man. His name was Ernest Brown. Ernest was an elderly young man, and last year, Ernest lost his daughter. And after Ernest lost his daughter, before the year's end in December, Ernest also lost his life. Um, I was just speaking with the person who brought Ernest, because he was one of our sat packers. He brought Ernest to us, and I was speaking with the young man, and he gave me that news just before my doing this video. I am needing to make sure you all understand. I have not spoken to Ernest. I think I spoke with Ernest once, and that was 2018. Okay? Everybody is saying, and they are saying this, and I wish they would stop, that SATCOM hasn't done anything for them. Okay. You have a 98 series number. It can be utilized for so many things, and I just gave you another avenue to utilize the 98 series number today. But the 98 series number was given to those people who wanted to operate without the United States. We told people that all they have to do is create a declaration of trust that they use the 98 series to open up a bank account. Do everything through that bank account. You will save a ton in taxes. You'll have a ton to write off. Please don't say that we haven't done anything, because if you were to do that, you would get at least $3,000 back in tax write-offs. At least. But you haven't paid anything there at $3,000. And some of you, before individuals sat up there and tried to mess everything up, received CPN numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a CPN number. I have made no quarrels about it. When I was arrested, I had my CPN number on me. I was using the CPN number, using the CPN ID, using everything. And nobody came at me for that. Nobody said, you can't do that. It was on the record of the court. They knew what I was doing. I even told them what I was doing. The same thing as I did in Puerto Rico. Told them exactly what I was doing. Well, what's this? What does it look like? Well, it says money order. Well, then that's what it is. Okay? So you ain't got to take my word for it. All you got to do is know the man who's saying what he's saying. That he doesn't just say anything. I'm not looking for your pats on my back. I'm not looking for your approval. Because I wish I could turn the man to look for his approval for anything. When, I don't know, y'all. I just got finished cleaning out a septic tank. So I know that every man on this planet, every woman, produces that junk that I just got finished cleaning out my septic tank. And good thing I had them chemicals, because then that would have been a you know, it would have been that type of a job. But because of the chemicals, it wasn't that type of a job. Literally, it turned it all into liquid. So it wasn't that type of job. And literally, because of the chemicals, no smell. Okay? So I'm mentioning that to let all of you know that each one of you who are sat packers, you're not forgotten. Nobody is getting over on you. I am trying to get to the point to where I can start working on your taxes. So that is my main goal after I do the new sat packs, is to focus on the taxes. I've been training our customer service over the last 3 weeks, because we are going to start answering the phone. 1-844-SATCOM. SATCOMM. It's right there on the website. You'll only get 3 minutes, so prepare your questions. They can only answer what's associated with our organization. They cannot answer any questions associated with my videos. That is the strictest information. They cannot answer any information associated with my videos. Okay? And a lot of people have been asking a lot of questions about me at SATCOM, about what I'm saying on video at SATCOM. Don't do that. You're going to hurt yourself. Oh, by the way, there was a young lady contacted me from Britain today about getting a home It's the second one. There was another person from Britain about a month ago who was contacting me about doing something for a church, a nonprofit. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot do the one-on-ones. I just can't because there's too much going on in my own personal life. Right here, I don't even have a living room because I have all of these boxes of equipment and stuff that I haven't even unboxed. And I got so much cardboard here, man. Please, they would call this place a fight. No, they wouldn't. It's not that much cardboard, but you get my point, okay? So I'm trying to get a breath, but I can't because I still have muscular dystrophy. I still suffered from COVID twice, so I still have the what do they call that? The long hauls syndrome, and so I still. Last week I was extremely fatigued. Did very little, and today I've done very little. Supposed to be leveling off this fifth wheel, and I haven't done anything to level it. And so I'm about to go out there and try to get started on that. It's gonna be a long night. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is just me letting you know, bringing up the information about Ernest. I am very sad to hear about that young man, but look, he doesn't have to suffer. He doesn't have to go through crying about his daughter no longer being there. See, parents losing their children, that is so difficult. And I just got finished watching the show This Is Us, and the guy, I forgot what his Randy Randall, whatever his name is, lost his father William. And if you've seen This Is Us, that episode, and I'm just now getting to it, okay? So sue me. I mean, just kidding. No, sue me. Anyway, I'm just now getting to that episode, and that set of episodes with William, who why they had to throw the gay stuff in. Yeah, you heard me. Look, everybody who loses a father, the father ain't gonna be gay. You know, it's just every single show, every single series. Look, ladies and gentlemen, right now, this very day, I don't know any gay people. I really don't. I don't even come into contact with anybody who's transgender. Now, when I was inside that institution, yes, gay and transgender and bisexual and under somebody's rug closet or whatever it was, on the down low and the down ho and going into the restroom at midnight with 3 or 4 of them in there. Yeah, that's what we would hear about when we woke up in the morning. What individuals were doing inside some stupid shower. So yeah, it does happen. But most people, they don't come into contact with that. Is it right? Is it wrong? My God says it's wrong. I don't care. I mean, honestly, I don't care. Because my opinion doesn't matter on stuff like that. I'm just bringing out the fact that the Illuminati, the ones who produce the music and entertainment, that's the Illuminati. The Masons govern and they control the leaders. That's the Masons. Well, the Illuminati are the ones who are permitting and allowing that stuff to be the forefront. Now, if you don't understand why they are allowing it, go back and look at the Statue of Liberty and look at the woman in drag. That's right, Statue of Liberty is a woman in drag. So this isn't something that's just been coming into the fore since the 1960s. They've been slowly introducing this in because this is where they need to have society going. But we all talked about it. We knew it was coming. Now, what about those people who, that's their choice? That's what they've chosen to do. Like I said, I don't have an opinion. I don't care. It don't make me one difference one way or the other. I could care less. It's not my cup of tea. Don't want to be sipping on that nectar. Sorry. I don't even know what nectar is. It's, nectarines. That's what it is. I ain't got no time for no nectarines. Man, Lord have mercy. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of all of this. There are a lot of things going on. And because there's so many things going on, I think it's time for us to not go half crazy, huh? We don't need to go half crazy. So me and JoJo and Casey and Chasey and JoJo and Joe Daisy, Joe Casey, see Joe Daisy. What, y'all didn't know? Jodeci, D'Angelo, Joe from Casey and JoJo. So Joe, JoJo, Day, D'Angelo, C, KC, Jodeci. Lord have mercy. All right, just in case you didn't know, that's Jodeci. The so-called syllables of each of their names. Joe, Day, C. Joe, D'Angelo, and Casey. Okay? So, Casey and JoJo singing Half Crazy. And I'm going to pretend that I'm half crazy.
You pretending? It don't seem like you're doing anything.
Shut up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a good day. Thank you for letting me take the time, spend the time on this day, which is the wind's blowing again. Like I said, we get a morning breeze, an afternoon breeze, and an evening breeze on a regular basis. I have not had a day here yet where the wind has not blown every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and during the night. Okay? I promise you, I couldn't have asked for anything better.
Well, you could have asked.
Shut up! So, have a very good day, everyone. Have a very good life. Have a very good night. Have a very good time. And just understand that I am doing the best I can to help y'all's when I can. All right, gotta go. Adios. Sayonara. I hope this thing didn't hang up on us, but I gotta stop y'all. Bye-bye.